This week. Well, first of all, let's just go with this thing. Let me tell you, it feels amazing. It really does. Not even joking. I had like a this. First of all, you need the lube. The lube makes a huge difference. So this thing and the lube, I had like a full body orgasm, like just quivering. Like my legs and fingers, like my feet and hands, they were just tingling, and I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling in nirvana. Which is why I fucking. Okay, my camera's acting weird again. But, anyways, as I was saying, that's why I haven't used this since Sunday. Because I used it once and it felt so damn good. I just had to use it 2 more times. So yeah, so I wasted hours of my life playing with this thing, and had 3 full body, like foot quivering orgasms, and then I didn't jack off again until Wednesday because I wore myself the fuck out. But then I bought a vibrator because it was free. I got an email exclusive offer where they said, spend $17 or more and we'll give you this free $50 vibrator for free. And I was like, you know what? I've joked before about how I'd love to have a vibrator because my hand gets tired. So this one, I was like, it's a limited time offer, so let's just go ahead and fucking jump on it. Like, I love this thing so much, so like, screw it. I'm gonna get the vibrator. And, well, first of all, like, I bought lube. Like, I bought $20 worth of lube, just two $10 bottles, and you know what? Like, their lube feels good. And so I'm going to use that regardless, but now they just throw in a free vibrator, so I get to try it, and if I don't like it, fuck it, I can just give it to someone else. Well, maybe not. That feels a little too weird to me. Like, hey, you want this thing that I stuck my dick in? But no. Like, I feel like I'm probably gonna like it. And I love the idea of if nothing else, I really love the idea of just having something that, all I do is put my penis in, turn on, and it does all the work for me. I just have to hold it in place. Like, I like the idea of that, so we'll see. Because that thing, like this thing, I'm only gonna use like once or twice a week. The lube I'll use like sparingly, like every now and then, not every single time. Because I'm not going to lie, there are times when I masturbate just because like my dick's hard and it won't go down. Let's just yank it really hard. Let's just yank it really fast for 2 minutes. Try and like lessen this. But yeah, dude, like if you haven't tried, if you've never had any sex toy in your life, I have no problem recommending, like, go to Adam and Leave and just .com and try some of their shit. It's like the stuff I've had so far is dope. I enjoy it enough to buy more and try it out. Not to mention they've just got so many great offers, like good quality shit at a low price, and they're always offering deals, just throwing free shit at you. So like for real, just check that out. First of all, I'm sick these past 2 days. I think like Thursday night, Friday mornings. This is getting annoying. But yeah, Thursday night, Friday morning, it went below 50 right around like midnight on Thursday, and it's 30 something right now. Well, like right at freezing temperature. It's like legit cold. And it had been getting up to the 70s, and on one day almost got to 80. So like, yeah, weird weather. And there's a lot of rain. That's the weird part. It's like, on days when it rains, that's when it's getting to the 70s. But on days when it's like bone dry, we drop into 30s. I'm like, isn't rain supposed to cool shit down? Why does it feel like the rain is making it hotter? Like, why? Anyways, yeah. My therapist, she's got this thing about diaries. So she's making me do these things. I got a happy diary where I'm just supposed to write down all the times I'm feeling good. I stopped for a while because after the whole Frodo thing, I was feeling super depressed. And now my camera's acting weird and it's getting me super depressed. I'm kidding, no. But after the whole Frodo thing, lad, there were 2 straight days where just legitimately felt like dying. Would not just couldn't stop crying, like be at work doing my job and just bawling uncontrollably. So I just didn't feel happy at all. And even when I started getting more happy moments, it was this weird thing of I don't want to be happy, like I want to feel miserable right now, kind of thing. So like now she's trying to get me out of that back into the whole let's think happy thoughts, let's have positive energy type thing. But I also like one of the things I mentioned is that like I don't want my life to stay this way, and especially now I got one of my artists back. Yay! Now we've worked out a new arrangement. She would still like monthly payments, but I told her I'd rather pay you after you do work. So she said, "Okay, like you give me an assignment and you'll tell me like do this month, and when I complete it, you give me the money. So I still get my monthly payments, but you don't feel like I'm wasting your time." So we're starting with character design. She basically has a week to draw each character, which no, for some people that shouldn't be too much for like for a good artist, right? Like, I mean, you get plenty of time to do a couple sketches, look it over, pencil and color, like color ink and color it and shit. Like, right? I feel like that's more than enough time. And I ain't paying her shit, so like I've seen some people that it can draw a legit picture in like an hour, like award-winning type shit. So like a week for each picture doesn't seem too extraneous, and it also doesn't. I don't feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Once again, price I pay her definitely not enough to live on. Mostly it's a thing so that you can put yourself in the world. Say, hey, I made this, and you can put it on your resume saying, hey, I was hired to draw this for someone, and I made money for my art. But because of that, I'm spending more money again, and because because of that, I want to make sure I get back into like taking this seriously. Now I want to sell things. It's not gonna happen in February. Nothing is getting sold in February, but I am doing something I should have done in 2016, which is research. I am doing a fuck ton of research. I'm reading a lot of different blogs and shit from people who have been there, done that, and just learning tips and tricks, trying to learn the ins and outs. I'm also I'm looking at different publishing companies. Like there's one here in San Antonio that can give me some of the things I need. There are publishing companies that'll do physical books and ebooks, and so like there are a lot of different routes I can go here, and it's just like I'm still reading through. There's a whole list I gotta check out. So there's a lot of information that I still need before we officially put things out there. But I'm doing the work, I'm putting in the effort, and my therapist told me to do a fuck you. And my therapist told me to do a progress journal where just like every single day do a little bit. Because it's one of the things, like, I think I talked about that last time, or maybe I talked about it in one of these videos, I'm sure. I'm too focused on big picture and I don't look at little stuff. So she's trying to get me to focus on little victories. Like, every single day, edit one paragraph of the book. Even if I don't love it, just edit one paragraph every single day. If you want to do more, do more. But edit at least one paragraph every day. And you can spend 5 days in a row just editing that same paragraph again and again until it feels right. But just do something. Do the work. And little by little, you reach your goal. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm slowly editing my autobiography a little bit at a time. I am slowly making my way through the research, reading these blogs, looking up these different companies, because there are some that focus solely on because there are different printing companies that some of them focus solely on self-publishers, some of them focus solely on major publishers who they know they can get big orders from, and there are a bunch that, hey, if you're gonna pay us, we'll print it. Pure and simple. Don't care who you are. There are some that require minimum orders. There are some that have this feature, offer this and that. Others that offer this, that, and that. And it's actually possible. There are examples of people that have made their living, like can actually pay their bills, self-publishing books. That being said, you can't really go into it that it's not a guarantee, so you can't really go into it with that expectation. But it's nice to know that it's possible that other people have done it, and there are people that'll give tips and tricks saying this is what worked for me when I did it, or like, oh, this is something that you definitely have to do if you want any shot. Like I've got one guy who basically he made a huge list of different things to do, not only with how to make sure the book is good, but also marketing and advertising, the way you do the colors and whatnot on your cover. The different things to do to give yourself the best shot of making it. And in that list, he says, hey, you can do every single one of these things correct and still not sell one copy. You can do absolutely none of these things and get lucky and somehow make $1 million. I'm guessing that's exactly what happened with 50 Shades. But, you are more likely to find consistent success if you are doing all these things. So, I'm taking notes. I'm taking this seriously. I'm working towards it. I'm working towards happiness. I'm working towards fulfillment. I'm working towards putting shit into the world. I'm gonna put some shit into the world. And we'll see. Hopefully the world likes it. No guarantees. But yeah, my TV's finally on. So I think that's about all. Yeah, I was waiting for it to load up. I put MTV Classic as my default thing so that I turn my TV on, I get music. I recognize that music video. That's Take My Breath Away from fucking Top Gun. Like, it's funny. I remember other people, they remember the song because it was in the movie. I remember the movie because of the song. Like, I honestly never, not a huge Top Gun fan. I've seen it once. It was okay. I remember like I only remember Goose. Otherwise, I can't name a single person in there. I know Val Kilmer and Tom Cruise were in there, but I don't know what their characters' names were. Like, I just love that song. I'm talking about Take My Breath Away, not Danger Zone. That's another thing. A lot of people like Danger Zone is their jam, but they can't stand Take My Breath Away. And I'm like, dude, I could go my entire life never having heard Danger Zone. I don't think anything would change. But Take My Breath Away is just the jam. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Just listen to that song, and then 1:30. It's 1:30 on a Saturday, so. I've been buying music lately just because, I don't know, I started missing a lot of the classics that I grew up with. Like, I bought some TLC, then I bought some Seal, and recently I bought just Creed's greatest hits. I don't know. It's weird. There are some songs that I can literally listen to on repeat over and over again until the day I die. But no matter what it is, any song that I go years without hearing, when I hear it for the first time again, after 4 or 5 years, suddenly it's just like Oh my God. It's been too long. How have I gone so long without listening to you? So yeah. Damn it, I missed it. The music video's ending. Thanks a lot, YouTube.